Shawn here, teaching you how to chat like a boss. So we're going back memory lane. I had put together a presentation, talk about EnergiAcres, talk about energy, food, water, how we use circular models to relocalize the food system and power data centers. A whole new capability set around images. And because I already had this conversation going, here's how you go back and make all your stuff better. So you might want to keep those old conversations around. And I'm glad I do a pretty good job of archiving. I rarely delete because check out, I said, start back over the list with your newer model to create better images than the last time. And so I would say that this is far better than this. You see the amateur hour there, right? And we come down here. There's a lot of color depth there. But if you notice, every word is spelled correctly. Everything is spelled correctly. That rarely happens. That I don't think it knows who I am, but it got my name all spelled energy farming nerd from Ohio. Hey, at 10, a car hit me. Oh, that's spelled wrong right there. There's a T. Well, I was on an ATV, 32 surgeries later. I wasn't sure I'd walk again, but that accident gave me time in the hospital. I got into tech. That's all true. I grew up on a farm, 200 head of cattle, 300 oil wells. Yep, that's all true. This is what it did here, I'm going to integrate into my presentation because look at that. We have a disconnect when we produce most of our food in California and we ship it all over the country. It doesn't make sense. Now, I don't know what this NORC is. That looks, something's off there. But I would say it gets a 98% improvement. And we come down here, brink of collapse, AI data center. I'm talking to you, OpenAI. You see, we use a lot of energy, and that demand for power has exhausted all the spare capacity on the grid. And this is actually impacting the U.S.'s ability to reshore the manufacturing because we don't even have the power infrastructure to serve. Everything that we're going to do, everything you want to build, takes a lot of power. And there are places in Ohio where there's nothing left. And where I'm from, letters have gone out saying we have plans for rolling blackouts. This is America. It does not have to be this way. That disconnect from our moving that food and optimizing for transport and not nutrition we lose a lot of nutrition just in the transport of food because we don't even typically ship at the right temperature. We ship in a way that makes sense from the economics of transportation because that's all cost. And so they just try to shrink that as much as possible. Who cares about the nutrients that we're not getting? I care. Enter EnergiAcres, power centers. We use AI. We also help power AI. We do that to grow more food right next to the data centers. So if we start putting things in the same place, we get tons of benefit out of that. This is where we're working. Look at that. Mansfield, Ohio, zoom in, power center, and there's the data center. And you see that people, planet, profit. That's, I look at the depth on that. You can see it, that shadow that's around there. Man, I don't usually rate, but I'm going to have to give it. And this is the Mobius fucking infinity circular revolution. I guess it is more like a figure eight. Power tomorrow, today. Again, text, crisp, perfect. Say yes. Really need my logo, so we should take our logo and put it on. So then I was at the gym and this stuff takes a little while to generate. So I'll just say, you can see I'm just saying next. So I'm just pasting that in next. So I can just keep hammering OpenAI because there doesn't appear to be a limit. They're just throttling by making it run really slow. So thanks a lot, OpenAI. I do appreciate the upgrade because look at this. So then I started doing this again. And so this was, I had ultimately uploaded a PDF that started this whole thing off somewhere in here. Or, oh, maybe it's really all just the text from that. So then I started saying, so create me a new version with only, and I spelled that wrong, the most impactful words at the bottom. And it said, tech grows food. And I thought, man, that's really good. So we'll rate that. Another one, but change it up. So it aired, and then I said, try again, different words at the bottom. Tech drives growth, and that would be growth in communities, growth of food. There's a lot of ways to apply that when you're really helping connect the infrastructure that ultimately is going to power a whole ecosystem in an area. You're unlocking a lot of opportunity beyond food, mixed use industrial in the same spot. So I like that drives growth. We're going to give that a thumbs up. Industry sustains community. It's trying to do too much here. So I said more of a power plant vibe, but I don't think it understands what the EnergiAcres plant looks like. It's not that. So I said, try again, make the words at the bottom fit at the bottom. So it did center those. I thought that was interesting. Make a circular model for EnergiAcres. Build with the ambiance of Appalachia. So you see we have hills and stuff out here. And here we have Project Everberry partnership. So I don't think these are tomatoes, so I don't think it really knows what Project Everberry is. I probably should upload some information into it. So why don't I do that? And the way I do that, stop this.